see. Can't be nobody else, a goddess that's me. What you see is what you get. You ain't seen nothing yet. Guarantee sure bet. Are you ready? I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming in. Lost and loose. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming in. Lost and loose.
Hey, my lion-hearted loves. Welcome back to More with V, Unleash Your Inner Badass, the place where your soul gets to stretch, shine, and stop shrinking for other people's comfort. I'm your host, Vashan V, your favorite life doula, bonus mom, spirit-led leadership coach, and your reminder that you didn't come this far just to play small. You came to roar, baby. Around here, we do real talk for soul-led women over 40 who are reclaiming their power and rising in leadership, love, and legacy. And whether you're stepping into your next chapter, healing from people-pleasing, or finally ready to lead like the badass you were born to be, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. So today, we're diving into something that's been burning in my spirit for years, and that's what it truly means to lead like a lion-hearted woman. So today, we're talking about lion-hearted leadership. What it is, what it's not, and why women like you are being called to rise now more than ever. So, why lion-hearted leadership now? Well, let me start with this. We're not living in a time that needs more perfect women. We're living in a time that needs bold women, authentic women, lion-hearted women, the ones who lead with power and softness and who know how to protect their peace and live in their purpose, who have boundaries, but also big hearts, who aren't afraid to take up space, but also create space for others to rise. And we're talking about women like you, women like me, women who've lived, healed, and are ready to lead. So, if this resonates, take a deep breath and say to yourself, I am allowed to lead with love. I am allowed to roar. So what is lion-hearted leadership? First off, this isn't the kind of leadership they taught us in church or corporate America or childhood. This is sacred leadership, soul first, truth-led leadership, rooted in love, but bold AF. A lion-hearted woman leads not from performance, but from presence. She's not waiting for permission or perfection. She is grounded in purpose, even when her path looks different than she expected. And baby, she's not above crying in the car, then getting out and speaking life into a room of people who needed her softness and her strength. I created this framework because I didn't see enough models of leadership for women like me. Women who are spiritual and strategic, tender but tired of playing small. Women who hold space for everybody else but need space held for them too. So lion-hearted leadership isn't about ego, it's about essence. It's about leading from truth and not your trauma. It's about embodying the sacred blend of courage and compassion, boundaries and boldness, purpose and prosperity. This framework was born from my own journey, years of people-pleasing, over-giving, hiding my voice, and fearing my power. And like Brene Brown has said in the past, hustling for my worthiness. Until I remembered who I really am. I am an expression, physical manifestation of God on earth. And maybe you're in that remembering too. This framework is especially for you if you've ever silenced yourself to keep the peace, played small in relationships or work, carried guilt for wanting more than the people around you, and been the strong one for everyone else but you. So, what to expect on this journey? Well, lion-hearted leadership will help you reconnect with your core values, reclaim your voice in love, life, and leadership, release burnout and spiritual guilt, and rise into your next level of purpose and prosperity. And over the next few episodes, I'll walk you through exactly how we do this, starting with a method I created called the roar. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. That's the next episode. But for today, I want you to reflect. So if you have a journal, or you like to journal, or you have a pen and piece of paper, I like to take notes when I listen to podcasts. Um, I'm going to give you a journal prompt for the day. And the journal prompt is, what would my life look like if I led like the lion-hearted woman I truly am? What would my life look like if I led like the lion-hearted woman I truly am? And remember, I was just talking about, what to expect in the journey. So reconnected with your core values. For a while there, I was like, what are values? What is that? Is that like morality? What is that? Is it integrity? I didn't know what that was either. Like, I really had to learn what a lot of these words that we throw around are, were, and meant for me. So I had to figure out, what did I value? Well, first and foremost, I learned to really value myself. I learned to value my voice, my opinion, who I am, just the full embodiment of myself. I'm just relishing in it now. I'm like, ooh, this is so yummy. I love it. So with that, I learned how to reclaim my voice, not only in love, but in my life and in leadership. I learned that leadership is not always what you say, it's what you don't say. Leadership is leading from the back often. You don't always have to lead from the front to be impactful. And I was able to reclaim my voice and even do what I'm doing because I just love myself more. I saw myself through. I allowed myself to be. I didn't try to shift or change or make myself into anything other than me. And every day I'm learning and growing more and more aspects of myself and how to love more me. And that's what I offer you with this lion-hearted leadership and this roar method is, and that's what I offer here in this space. It's really to reclaim the voice that so often we've silenced for a variety of reasons. Yeah, so often we've silenced our voice to keep the peace, to not make other people uncomfortable, to protect someone else's feelings. What about us? Who's looking out for us and our feelings and what we're needing and what we're wanting and who we are choosing to be in any given moment? Everyone else is looking out for themselves. Who's looking out for you? So I got to reclaim my voice, and most importantly, with myself. Listening to myself, listening to my intuition, listening to how I'm being led by spirit, by God, by the divine, by the Most High. So I learned to release burnout because, yeah, we're some amazing, hardworking women. But there's a balance between self care and making sure that I'm good, that I'm stable, that I'm nourished, that I'm fed and watered, and spiritual guilt for letting go of a way of thinking and being and worshiping and faith that really never aligned with me and definitely no longer aligns with me. And with that, it allowed me really to rise into the next level of me, my purpose, and prosperity. So, again, what would your life look like if you led like the lion-hearted woman you truly are. So in closing, today I just want to leave you with 3 traits of a lion-hearted woman. She leads with courage, not certainty. She leads with compassion, starting with herself. She leads with clarity, even when it costs her comfort. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are a lion-hearted leader in the making, or maybe finally in the becoming. If this is you, or if you're becoming her, download the Roar Method Blueprint and let's walk this path together. Thank you for being here, for being bold, and for choosing to rise with me. If this episode spoke to your spirit, leave a review, share it with a fellow soul sister, and tag me at More with V. I'd love to know your biggest ahas. Leave that in the comments below. And if nobody told you today, you don't have to be fearless to lead, just faithful to your truth. So until next time, stay sacred, stay soft, stay bold, and roar.